Underwear was pulled over her head, and her hands were tied with the same kind of bow knot. And at the time Lucy was killed, Mike was being interrogated at the police station. That completely cleared him. By the time Lucy was found, a week had already passed. Her body was badly decomposed, and the police found no useful clues on her. Just when it seemed like the case had hit another dead end, a policewoman noticed something while reviewing the case. Every time the killer struck, it was on a rainy night, and the local radio station always played a song called Sad Letter that same night. So the police figured the killer was probably the one requesting the song. So on another rainy night, when Sad Letter came on the air again, the police immediately sent out a large team of detectives to stake out the area around town. But it all turned out to be useless. This time, the killer seemed to be one step ahead. He committed the crime an hour before the song even played, and by the time police found the victim, she was already cold. But unlike the earlier cases, the medical examiner found something different during the autopsy. There were a large number of foreign objects inside the girl's lower body. When they were removed, it turned out they were peaches that had been forcibly stuffed inside her. It was another blatant taunt aimed straight at the police. While Jack and the others were furious over that, a policewoman at the station suddenly called and said she had found information on the person who requested the song on the radio the night before. So Jack and the others rushed to the address she gave them and found a man named David at work. The moment Captain Tom saw David's soft, slender hands, he was convinced this man could be the killer. And since David had only recently been discharged from the military, that meant he clearly had the ability to carry out the crimes. What made it even more suspicious was this. The first case happened in September of the previous year, exactly 1 month after David came back. And since he was also the one who requested the song the night before, all the evidence suddenly seemed to point right at him. But even under that kind of intense pressure from the police, David kept denying he had killed anyone. And because the police had no hard evidence, they were eventually forced to let him go. The killer felt like he was right in front of them, yet there was nothing they could do. It was another crushing blow to Jack and the others. Just when they had no idea where to go next, the medical examiner finally brought in some good news. He found male bodily fluid on the victim's clothing, which had to be something the killer accidentally left behind during the attack. If they could compare that sample to David's DNA, they could finally tell whether he was the killer. But the problem was, South Korea didn't have DNA testing at the time, so the sample